There's something here that feels very like it's multiplied. Like you start something, like you're looking, let's say you're looking after one thing and suddenly you have to look after five things at the same time. Everything that you seem to do multiplies, but you can also, of course, be multiplying for something good. Let's say you're at a fair and there's a game and you just want to win one soft toy. So you go and your aim is just to win one soft toy, but you end up winning several more. So I'm guessing that kind of energy. It feels like it's very um, it's chance. It's taking chance. Chances for you are showing up. And it shows that it's a really good moment for you to take that, because it could actually lead to something a lot bigger, a lot more. Even if it's just the one thing that you want. This is what's at play right now. So it's important to make sure that you are very clear in your thought process with what it is that you are drawing in. And also putting out, of course, because whatever you are putting out, you're drawing in. Mm. You may have stepped into something that feels a little like you wish you didn't step into. You could have stepped into some sort of argument or situation where you're like, oh, actually, I don't want to be here. And it does show that it's temporary, but it is a little bit like, oh, actually, like you change your mind. You go in it and you're like, oh, actually, I want to turn around already. Um, Deal with whatever it is that's necessary. There is something that you're going to have to sort of just stay and complete. And so, you don't, if you leave, um, things are not up in arms or in chaos, or there's a big question mark. It's like, well, hold on, what happened to cancer? They came out with us and then suddenly they've disappeared. Just sort of try to make a very peaceful transition in how you change your mind towards them. That's what I'm seeing. Maybe that's something specific. It's like, okay, you decided to go out on a hike, let's say, on a hike with others, and you're like, yeah, this is gonna be fun, and then you realize actually it's not so fun. It's you're just not feeling it for whatever reason. Maybe it's a really challenging one. You're just, so many different reasons. Um, yeah, maybe this is something specific, but it's like you're gonna have to come up with something right there, but just to make sure it's all good, all peaceful. Perhaps you're gonna bump into someone in that group that you really don't want to be around. Just do things wisely. Do things wisely. So you got this. You've got this. Don't worry. Don't worry. Um, Try to save your money is what I am seeing here. Splurges here and there is what I'm seeing. Try to. It's like what I'm seeing here. You're looking at things and you're wondering what the true value of it is. You're looking at things a little bit differently, because I'm seeing, you don't want to be at the point where you have to be pinching pennies. You may have to do this for a short time, but things will be cleared. It will be all right then. But I do see what you put value onto that is changing. That's changing. I'm also seeing do having a conversation about something that could be a little bit difficult, maybe when it does come to finances with your partner, with somebody, is something that needs to be dealt with, and reasonable and all of that. It's like, okay, you have a list here what you want to check off and make sure that you do it. And perhaps if it's something that you're nervous to talk to somebody about, what I'm seeing is maybe write them down to be ready for it, so you don't forget or get sidetracked or anything like that. You're on course to make this happen successfully, which is really, really good. I'm getting uh okay, clearly very specific. I see a painting that you're looking at with blue skies, wanting to be there in that location. Maybe it's a picture, an image you're looking at, but I do see that. Let me know if that's you, looking to see where your next adventure is, and all of that. You're wanting to. I do see warmth, wanting to be somewhere warm, but you're wanting to get closer to nature. Maybe that's not for everybody, but that's what I see here. There's a surprise. I mean, I know it's your birthday season, but I do see a surprise. A surprise tune. Somebody's tune is going to change, and it's very, very surprising to you. And it's like, oh, okay. Didn't think that was going to happen there and then, but it's something that will put a smile on your face. Okay. And let's see what the cards have for you. Nine of Swords, very nice. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords, okay. Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're looking definitely at fulfilling and completing an objective of yours, an aim here. There is something that's going to come in a very colorful manner. You're not going to be in any gray zone, or things are going to get vibrant, is what I'm saying. There is something that you are choosing. You must choose and plan to go that way. I do see now. For many of you, I see you are being chosen. It could be a job. There's something that is on its way happening that you're going to be involved with. So you could have sent your application in for something. I do see you are getting chosen, and now this is the time where you get to work what I do see very constructively, making sure everything is in its place, ideas coming to fruition. And it's like once you start, you're going to eat this up. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I see. I also get something about lost in translation. So, be careful that you don't rush into some project, or could be a connection, because there could be misinterpretation of something. Just make sure everything is, do your due diligence here so it can continue going well for you. The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Okay. And the Page of Swords. Wow, look at all these swords. You could be dealing with a air sign here. Cancer. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Possibly. Not for everybody, but it could be. Queen of Swords. The Page of Swords. A flood of information I see is going to come through. There is something that you're looking at very, very carefully. And it's the smart way to go as well. Remember, not to just be impulsive, but you are definitely now on the right track. And nothing is going to deter you no matter what. I see you're going to be rejecting an energy that tries to maybe push you back. You're not doing it's not happening. You're being pushed forward. The right energies here are in place. There's some truths being spoken as well. Needing to clear the air is going to be very, very important. Being earnest is what I'm seeing here, being very earnest. Someone is very protective over you. And you will be glad on all sides once once this thing is opened, it's like Pandora's box, but in a good way. Because I see that you feel safe in this situation, if that makes sense, Also, good times ahead. Feeling very satisfied. But stick with your truth. Stick with the truth. Stick with speaking truth, as we talked about in the coffee. There was something, lovely. There was something that you needed to have a conversation about, and the more open you'll be, the better the outcome will be. And here we are with the beautiful 10 of Cups. I love it. Look at that. That togetherness. There is, things are working very well together in alignment. Like I was saying, seeing those chances and take it, grab it. Really beautiful fulfillment here, in more than just one fulfillment. There's a togetherness there. Whatever that you needed to overcome, you are overcoming them, being in a good position where you can, as I was saying, you have a lot to smile about, be really happy about. If it is a love connection, things are going back on track, going upwards here for you, you know. Um, and you're not going to be worried about anything that you had to deal with anymore, by the way. It's like you're not even giving your time or attention to that. Really great fortune in terms of your quality, the value, as we said as well, of what you're putting into, enriching your life in all of those ways.